guys, welcome back to the Matrix of Life channel, and this evening let's talk about karma, karmic debts from the past, and what sort of past life you had. Okay, I prepared 4 groups. There's gonna be 4 options here, so let's start with choosing your avatar. And to select, we're gonna have cards Pachamama. Who sympathize with Pachamama? Go ahead and wait for your group reading. Group number 2, the Holy Mountain. Wow, that's quite interesting. The group number 3 gonna be represented by Corn, sunny one. And last one, not least, group by the Curse. Okay, I'm feeling like this group gonna join people who very depressed right now, or maybe even thinking that look what's going on, or feeling like cursed. Okay, maybe guys. So here are your options. I hope you already set up your minds, and let's get started with Pachamama. I have quite long list here of questions which I got a petition for this reading. I will be following them, you know, just in case. And we will start with the country of your previous incarnation here. Which country you was born? Which country you was born? Let's take a look here. Oh, where you lived. Three of Pentacles. It was small but abundant country. Something small like Switzerland or Luxembourg or Monaco, or maybe even like Vatican. Who knows? We will see, but that was really small but abundant country. Okay, I gonna do one more clarifier for this. Okay, for this small country. Very guys, might be for some of you might be an island topic here, like why in channel and one island, you know, like very closed society, not much population. To me it feels like island in the middle of Pacific Ocean here, distant from America and distant from Europe. Okay, let me clarify this. Living or travel. Again, I'm telling you, it was really difficult to get there, to this country. At times you was born there, you lived there. It was really difficult to travel there. So island topic, one of the leading topics here. For some of you, it's Vatican, or really small country. Maybe even Sri Lanka. Something like this. Okay, let's move to your profession, maybe what you was doing for living. So far I'm sensing that you was involved in some financial operations, dealt with money or making money or stamping coins. 5 of Pentacles. He was really poor, like a beggar there. And I'm seeing you even was involved in making, you know, this fraud money, fake money, false coins. I'm seeing what I have seen at the beginning, you know, what I mentioned. You was deceiving by, you know, by making false coins, and then you was very poor, and you was a beggar in your past life incarnationship. Okay, let's now ask about your character, pluses and minuses of your character, which actually we studying a lot in a matrix system. Your pluses and your minuses. Okay, here we go. 2 of Pentacles. Okay, you was able to make money like out of nowhere. if you beggar, you was really talented beggar. You knew when and whom to beg for money. Okay, you knew all the places which are profitable. You was able, you know, to steal something without other people noticing that something is stolen. You was really good in taking money from other people. That was your talent in past life incarnation. My lord. And like in this movie, you know, I watched one wonderful series, White Collar, about there was main hero, I remember Nick and Peter, something like this. Not Nick, other interesting name started with N. And he was really talented thief. Okay, so something like this I'm getting from you. You was really talented. You was able to make any sort of fraud, or, you know, like a really talented con artist in your past life. No offense, guys. We're talking about past lives. Okay, what were your minuses then? If we haven't con artist as a plus of your character, oh, okay. What was your minus? Death. Okay. Your minus is that you was too much risky. You was playing with life. Let's say too much of risk. Too often, you know, walking on a line, even crossing line at sometimes. Too risky. And this risk, in most of cases, it everything was for nothing. Just in vain. But so much adrenaline addicted and risky in your past life incarnation. Okay, let's ask about your family. Had your family in your past life, which we're talking about right now? You had family or not? Let's take a look. 8 of Swords. You had someone, it's like a wife to whom you married, but with whom you're not living together. Sort of, she was constantly waiting for you at home, for you to come back from your con trips. But you had this knot. Maybe it was a sort of bogus marriage, but someone definitely out there was waiting for you. Someone was committed to you. I'm not seeing here happily ever after or a lot of kids, but I'm seeing a woman attached to you, who was waiting for you, who dedicated her entire life to you. And you was this sort of con artist. Maybe she didn't know your true nature. Okay, let's ask how famous you was in your past life. Maybe you was a celebrity. So while I'm doubting it, because we got a bit, you know, different vibes. Anyway, we're gonna see it right now. So, how famous? Nothing, just ordinary. Six of Cups, just ordinary person, not a celebrity, not a famous actor, actress, emperor, empress, whatsoever, just a common citizen. Okay, let's ask now about geography of your trips. How often you traveled, where you traveled, etc. King of Pentacles. No, mostly you was in one area, in one district, not living, not traveling much. And again, this island topic popping up, because to travel somewhere from an island, you need to have ship, you need to have money, or you need to be a sailor, which you was not, because you was a con artist here. Guys, no, you will stick to your area where you was born, like homebody. If you traveled, then it was short trips between different villages within your country, like from one village to another. That's it. That's your geography. Now let's ask about your participation in political life of your country or place you was born. Okay, guys? Knight of Wands. Yeah, at times you was political activist, but again, I'm getting like, you know, there were times where through history where they paid money to protesters or revolutionaries to go and protest, something like this. Or you was doing this for your personal benefit, or better say, but you was actively taking part in political life. Maybe you was trying to con people and become a mayor of your city, village, or the head of the village, you know. You was trying to dictate your will and set the rules, write laws, you know. You was trying. And you was trying hard, but I'm not seeing you achieving heights in this, but you was trying, maybe with a group of people being active and getting you sort of some benefits. Now let's ask about your psychic abilities. Okay, let's ask about your psychic abilities. Here, 10 of Cups. No psychic abilities, sorry to say, just ordinary person, maybe with good intuition, who is able to feel and read the emotions of other people, but nothing extraordinary, nothing related to esoteric, just practice, let's say, and experience. Okay, let's ask your planetary mission in your past life, what you're supposed to do for planet. 4 of Cups, you should, you know, there was a chance to change your life totally, completely. And not only your, but lives of other people involved in relationship with you. There was a chance to change. But you sort of lost it, because fear of changes. Yeah, you was brave to some very unsmart extent, but you was completely blind and didn't notice this bright chance given to you to change your life. You ignored it because you used to live as you live. You was addicted to your lifestyle, too much of addiction. Maybe in this incarnation you as well addicted to your daily routine. It's like a bit of Sheldon Cooper vibe, like today we have a Monday of Thai food, tomorrow we have Wednesday of Indian food, and then Friday of Mexican food, and so on. A bit of this vibe, and you too much addicted nowadays to this. You're afraid to make changes, you feel not comfortable. Okay, let's ask about your obligations towards your family from past, which also occurring in present, maybe. Okay, a woman in the past, there was a woman definitely involved in relationship with you who was waiting you, and to whom you should marry and fulfill your obligation, but you didn't. So by the end of the day, she ended up old and grieving because your relationships, they never developed as she wished or as you described her. So in this lifetime, women might try, you know, to deceive you, to betray you. You might have problematic relationship with women, because your task was to marry her, to fulfill her emotional, physical needs, in protection, in taking care of. But you failed in this. So in this lifetime, whenever you will be dealing with women, there always will be a sense of danger from them and sense of them trying to deceive you, even like cashier in supermarket. And it's not related to your gender nowadays. You might be women deceived by other women, or you might be a man deceived in love matters, so you know where roots are coming from. Okay. Your regrets. What you regretted the most in your past life. Your regrets. Ace of Wands. About this new, bright, shining, passionate beginning, which you didn't start, okay? You had this chance to change your life completely. You lost it. You regretted the most about it. Okay. Let's ask about tragedies of the past life, if any. Tragedies here, guys. Let's ask. Tragedies. Here we go. Four of Swords. As I said, Four of Swords. Four of Cups. Same boring, ordinary life, daily routine when nothing is changed. Even this routine filled with adrenaline and unnecessary risks, taking which you was overcompensating your need, urge for lifestyle change, for behavior patterns change, guys. But you never did it. You never did it. You never took it. It's like comparable to situation when nowadays a person might have hobby of jumping with parachute or skateboarding, which is risky to extent. You know, you can hurt something, you can hurt yourself, you can broke leg or hand or whatsoever. But you doing this daily, weekly, whatsoever, you taking these risks, or you're gambling, or whatsoever you're risking about. But doing this everything for adrenaline, you as a child afraid, for example, to travel somewhere, or to change a job, or to level up relationship, make first step in relationship, or you might be afraid of moving, immigrating somewhere, maybe dreaming about it, but fearing it, and so on. I can keep going with this list of fears, fear of change here, definitely, which you're trying to overcompensate maybe with some extreme hobbies, like playing tanks online if you're addicted to, but you playing daily, weekly in this game, but in fact you so much afraid, for example, to go abroad to some other place, as you yearly visiting same place for vacation, and so much afraid to change it and explore something new spot on the map, because maybe you're not fully satisfied with vacations and service at this place you spent in vacations, but you so much afraid to change something. Maybe they're worse, or maybe they're different. You're afraid to explore this, even though you might be brave fighter and smash and crash tanks online, or in any online game, or even offline like skateboarding and surfing and so on. You might be really brave, but when it's up to changes in your life, you like a little kid. You behaving like a little kid, so you understand which echoing you will be getting from your past life in this life, and what you should work on. Okay, leave me comment please, and don't forget to hit subscribe button and notification bell, guys. See you in my next videos. And we are moving to those who have chosen group number 2. Group number 2, we had this Holy Mountain. Bingo. I love this card. Okay, let's start it all over again. Entire list of questions. I have many to petition about your past life. And if you're interested in private reading, you know how to book one by contacting me. Okay, now country of your past incarnation. Yes, let's ask country of your past incarnation. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. I definitely need to clarify these cards, and definitely it's like, you know, the land which became a part of another land during your lifetime. It's like Crimea joining Russia, this sort of things, country, this sort of country you lived in. Like a colony, maybe orphan. Again, orphan. One country breaking relationship with other and joining other. You understand this. Territory where you was born was orphaned by another country. I'm getting sense, and I getting strong feeling of a colony. Maybe something like English colony or this sort of Spanish colony. So you was born in this sort of environment in past life. Let's ask about your profession, maybe professional skills. What bring you bread? Magician. You was magician. You was dark magician, esoteric, who was doing his juju stuff for people, for money, to people. Okay, magicians, here we go with your positive and negative character traits. Eight of Pentacles, your positive character traits. You was a given person, let's say, and I am seeing you doing a lot of rituals and things to help maybe poor people, or to help people to establish justice as you have seen it back at that time. Whatsoever, but you was a giver. However you earned, you always liked and loved to share, so in this lifetime you shouldn't have much problems with finances here. And your negative character traits here. Here we go. Justice. Again, as I said, I mentioned before, you was helping other people to establish justice as you have seen it, even for free. At times, like helping for free a lot. But by doing this, you was violating so much this entire cosmic justice, which is karma. Because, okay, let me describe a situation. Husband cheated on his wife. She got upset. She went to you, to magician, and said this and that. And then you, being a magician, either doing dark spell for her husband to fall out of love with his lovers, either you doing something to energetically, you know, remove lover of her husband, like kill her or push her to suicide, energetically performing some rituals. Or you making, just to punish this husband, you making him complete impotent, and so on. This sort of justice, but this justice is very unsmart. It's so unsmart here. And let me explain you. Lately one of my clients, she sent me a video about how 6 young guys here in Ukraine jumped over tourniquet in subway in order not to pay, and when they went down on escalator, a few guys who working for security service here, internal security, they start pulling them and shaming them, and these 6 guys, 6 sportsmen, young and crazy, they hit these 2 guys who working for government and for security. They hit them almost to the death. One got in coma. with great concussion. And I'm seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of hurtful comments like this under this video, like these two security guys who was hit by 16 years old and 18 years old guys who were hit by them, beaten in subway. I'm seeing comments like, this security, internal security, they were drunk, or they had nothing to do, they better take care of Crimea, and so on, so on, so on. A lot of shit like this, judging these security guys who tried to shame the sportsmen and try to bring them to responsibility, actually, to the security of subway to pay, to make sure that they not escape, some sort of fine and so on. But comments of people are really ugly, judging. If it was me just a girl who tried to shame these bulls in a subway, and they might beat me the same way, 6 sportsmen versus 2 people. And that was really ugly. But people focusing more on who should do, they doesn't take care of their initial reason. And there was a reason behind everything, karmic reason. These 6 sportsmen who decided not to pay for subway, now they each one hired 2 advocacies, 2 lawyers to protect them in court. And you kidding me, you don't have money to pay subway? If you hiring 2 lawyers to protect your ass. And they tell, no, these guys were represented Ukraine on their some international competitions. I was shocked. I was sort of unspoken. and try. I said, I only comment. I wish them. I wish to look how they gonna try same way in China or United States to jump over tourniquet in subway. And I would like to see this flash mob repeated in other different countries, except my homeland. I wish to really see at this, look at this, how would be they behaving there, so why they disrespecting own country. And problem not a financial here. If they have money to attend some sports sections here, of course, they have money for subway. And that was so awful in my eyes. But my client, she she joined this group who start criticizing these guys who tried to shame them. Just because they worked for internal security. They start, they had nothing to do, then involved with teenagers. They deserved it. They deserved coma. How can you make such judgment? Like what? And a lot of comments like this, a lot of anger like this, and this is so unsmart. And another guy here come to the comments when I wrote a few lines that I wish them to repeat same flash mob in subways of other countries. And I wanna see consequences which awaits them in any country they would try this. My simple comment with no judgment. Just this simple lines. And there was a guy who came and said, have you tried yourself to jump this way in China? What? Are you? I don't know. Guy coming towards a girl who commented in a polite, nice way, with a curious mind and normal question, without judging any of these sides. And he is trying to bully me, like, have you tried yourself? No, why should I try? Why should I try this? And why you coming and trying to bully me here? Are you so smart enough, or was it? And such impoliteness of local men, I don't know, it makes me crazy. Because, guys, are you seeing how you approaching a girl, a woman? Are you okay with the way, like, why I should try? Am I look like a person who gonna jump over tourniquet in a subway without pain? Or what? And why I'm a go? Why should I jump? I'm not a criminal on the run, and I'm not filming in Bondiana. That was the dumbest comment during this month I got. This should be nominated, and I replied. And he replied with some delirium as, again, which brings us back to the topic that these strange two guys who tried to shame these sportsmen and who worked for internal security, responsible for internal security matters of the country, that they should better follow their business and not interact with this one, and that everything to happen, what happened to them is fair. My karmic point of view, these sportsmen, they, you know, they used to live as their superior, as their stars, a problem of energy number 17. As there is no one and nothing about them, that they about the system, that they shouldn't follow rules because they're young and talented in sports, in judo. They left with this attitude, and I have experience of interacting with such assholes. You always afraid they might easily apply physical power even against go, and I have seen how they protectors just tried to bully me in the comments. He came and tried to bully a girl. For what? I didn't say a word like what this sportsman did, that they should be judged and so on. No, I just wished for them to repeat same trick in different countries and wanna see outcomes. Very normal comment, not judgmental at all. And he came started protecting them. They have lawyers, and I don't give a shit. They will solve this at the governmental level in the court. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an expert in rights. And he said one interesting words, they wanted to have fun. If you want to have fun, you go to places where this sort of fun allowed, and chaos and total disrespect to country where you live in it started always with someone who want to have fun in place which are not supposed to have fun. And I was simply mesmerized by reading like people in their mind, they allowing this to happen, like, and next day you will go witness the sportsman beating a woman and you will say they just want to have fun. I don't know how. And the same way you behaved in your past life, you was deciding who is guilty, who is not. Here both sides guilty in their own way. And this situation, entire situation, is very karmic. That was sort of karmic note. For this sportsman to feel power about them and to start respecting place, state where they live in and citizens in it. And for these guys who worked for internal security, maybe they overusing at times their let's say what they authorized to do, their powers, and it was like karmic catalyst, this situationship. So here there is no people who are innocent. Both sides, of course, yeah, both sides guilty in something, and I'm not protecting either of it, but it started where it started, with these 6 guys jumping over tourniquet in a subway, which shouldn't happen at all, because you should respect place where you are living to some point. and in order not to scare other people, because if I seen this in my subway, I would be really freaked out and afraid even to go in same carriage with these guys, because this totally non-adequate behavior of psychopaths. So you was overusing your power. Here we go with the next. Have you had family in your past life incarnation? What about your family when you was magician? Page of Pentacles. No, guys. You was all about coins and mastering your esoteric paranormal abilities. Loner here. Loner card. Or even if you created a family, it was like in a very... when you might be 16 years old or something, you might take some young wife or something like this. Okay, let's now ask about how famous you was in your past life. Guys, you was pretty famous advisor, like a reader. You was pretty much famous Knight of Swords. But again, not at the governmental level. It's not like kings consulted with you or asked for your services. No, you serve just common regular people. Maximum mayor of your city might at times pop up and ask for favor, for magical favor, but not that like country famous vibe or in contact with powerful people. No, you was serving just common citizens with your services. Okay, now let's ask about geography of your trips. Have you been traveling in your past life? How often? Where? Seven of Cups. Oh no, you was only dreaming. This card to me about astral traveling, astral projections. You spent entire life in your city, town or village where you was born, and this to me says about some astral traveling, like maybe even lucid dreams at times, but not a physical traveling. You dreamed, yeah, about lands, about traveling, seeing the world, but never actually act on it. Let's ask how close and how active was your participation in political life of your place. Here we go, death. Oh gosh, no, not very active here. And again, because you feared of something related to politics. Maybe you was performing and living at times of inquisitions, so you were sort of far from public eye, from this. Oh, you was afraid that if you start living active political life, someone might complain you. And I'm saying totally not interested, like you're more interested in esoteric and crafts than in any politics, and since you tried to stay away from this, like this is a dead end for you. It was dead end. So in this lifetime you might be as well not very active in political questions, might not even visiting, attending elections in your own country. Okay, that's just echoing of your past life. Now let's ask about your psychic abilities here. We already know that there are very powerful cards, Sun. Really powerful card to create magic and major arcanum here. And I'm getting some sort of fire magic you had. You helped a lot of women with abortions here, I'm getting as well. With unwanted kids. So in this lifetime might be difficult for you to have kids, have family, and women will try to deceive you here at times, just to pay it back. You was helping, yeah, a lot of women to get rid of babies with some herbs, something like this craft, and really powerful abilities, and especially some fire rituals performed. Let's ask your planetary mission from your past. Two of Cups, to explore love and relationship which you haven't, because you was too much focused on your coin and on mastering your talent and learning craft your entire life, that you are almost majority of you had no opportunity to explore family relationship, even though you manifested this in your past life. So it comes with you to this life as well. You should build a relationship, you should create a family. Okay, regrets, your regrets from the past life. You regret it. You regretted not meeting your Queen of Pentacles for family matters, to create family with and enjoy earthly pleasures. You regretted not marrying, not getting married, okay? You regretting not getting married to an earthly, ordinary woman. Maybe you was a bit snobby because of your abilities, or you was a bit scared that just earthly woman not gonna understand you. Let's ask about tragedies of your past incarnation, if any. Here we go with the Fool. It's a Joker card. The Edge. But to me, this card is about loneliness. It's only girl and the dog, and the loyal dog. I'm feeling like you had this animal very loyal to you, where you lived alone, far from other people. This sense of loneliness, the tragedy, entire tragedy of your past life was loneliness. You had this animal, how do they call it, familiar? Yeah, familiar. You had a familiar, might be Dalmatian dog, might be something else here, like crook, might be cat, might be frog. You had a familiar. And but tragedy here of total loneliness and no escape to this loneliness and emotional void. Void which is supposed to be filled with love here. I forgot to pull your karmic obligations in front of your family, so I will do it now, but still it's understandable. I'm sensing like to make a family, create family, get married, explore this union of two hearts. Five of Cups. Woman, hopeless woman crying without seeing these two cups, as I said. Your obligations you didn't fulfill in front of your family. We all have obligations because our family given us a body, physical body. So there is a payment for body you using in this lifetime, what you should fulfill, and on this depends your health, on this depends, you know, how long you're gonna live, and this entire everything if you fulfill on this obligation in eyes of your family, in front of your family. So you didn't, you failed on this, you failed on exploring love, exploring relationship, your entire past life void instead of love, just void. Creepy bit. Okay guys, let me know how do you feel about your group, because that was emotional group, I would tell you. How do you feel about it? How much you're attracted to esoteric, because you must be. You know, this is from your past life, but in this lifetime, please make your priorities, place your priorities right, in the right way. First, love, and after you're happy in love, you might keep exploring some esoteric craft. Okay, and again, please hold yourself from judging what is fair and what is unfair, because everything what's going on in our lives, entire shit is fair, 100%. Even though we're not liking this at times, okay? So we're moving now to the group number 3 here, guys. Corn. Okay, corns. Let's remove energies, heavy energies of previous group. I'm telling you, even I wanted to leave and take my belt. This really, energies were so heavy, previous group. Okay, let's try for you. I have a long list of questions. And let's start with country of your previous incarnation here, guys. Your previous incarnation. Star. Oh my god. Big empire. You lived in a big and glorious and victorious empire. Okay. Let's ask about your profession. And colors I'm getting here, guys. This is beautiful empire with a lot of waterfalls. Keep this in mind. With a lot of greeny lands. And with flamingo for sure. Just, you can Google spots where flamingo live in. Because this is a country with flamingos. You was incarnated. Okay. Your profession. 5 of Cups. Are you kidding me? Okay, what about your profession? I would tell you. There was such profession, you know, of people who at funerals, not priest, definitely not a priest, but a person who's coming and helping other people to grieve and helping to prepare a deceased person for the trip to the afterlife. So you was serving at funerals, you was helping at funerals. Creepy. I don't know which emotions you got in this life about funerals. Or you might even, in this lifetime, you might even choose something related to funeral businesses. Making some monuments or crosses, or helping to dig graves, or helping to serve, you know, catering. After all, people gonna, you know, gather together and honor memory of person who passed away. You might be related to this in this lifetime as well. But you was a person who was helping at funerals. Okay, next, your character, best traits and worst traits. Character traits. Your best, 7 of Wands. You very active person, always on a go, never sits at one place. Of course, from one funerals to other. Always on a go, very active, always somewhere. It was really hard to find you at home, because you always on a go. You either there. But that was your best traits. Okay, what about worst? Not a lazy, definitely not a lazy person, constantly on a go. And worst, 7 of Pentacles. 277 we have here. Definitely Google search for 77, angelic number 77. Okay, your worst traits. You easily bored. You need constant change of faces, people around you, places, situations, stories, you know. And when you're stuck just at home, you feel incredibly bored and angry and irritated, and start bringing it all on the people around you. Let's ask now about your family. Have you had family in past incarnation? Here, have you had a family in past incarnation? I can't believe it's already so late. I'm still shuffling, sitting. Still one more group to go. Okay, here we go. The Magician. Aren't we completely got rid of energies of group number 2? No family, you're a loner, you're a battler, okay, let's say. No family, you're alone. You might be an orphan in past life even. Or person who lost their parents in an early age. So some echoing might be present in this lifetime. Okay, let's ask how popular or famous he was in past life. Knight of Pentacles, not that much famous, but you definitely was an expert in grieving, in what you was doing, in helping people with funerals. You was an expert in these matters. Knight of Pentacles. No, not famous. Next, geography of your trips. Let's take a look. Queen of Cups. I'm seeing like you crossing rivers, lakes, traveling. I'm seeing traveling by rivers, but not through ocean here, definitely. But a lot of traveling through rivers and water around, just around. It's like along seashore, but not across the ocean. But you traveled a lot across the seashore, some sort of this, or across the river, up and down across the river, visiting different people's homes, helping them with funerals. Okay, how much you was involved in political life of your place, of your country? Ace of Pentacles. I'm seeing you was a supporter of one political group, but like pulling strings from the shade, sort of. Not that you have that much of influence, but you know, people who are donating to church, and there were people who were donating to different political parties or politicians. So you definitely was a donor. You was supporting some politicians financially here. Question is why. But you were supporting one political group. Here's 10 of Pentacles. Maybe, yeah, I'm seeing some of your relatives, okay, in family you grew up or raised, was into politics. So like a brother, you know, or cousin, and you used to help them with money. You used to help them with money, with advice, donate them. Okay, guys, yeah, usually politicians is people who have enough of money, but something definitely went wrong here. Maybe it was opposition sort of thing, and you was constantly helping this person, but not because you're so much interested in politics, but because this person is only one relative you had. This sort of vibe I'm getting. Okay, let's ask if you had any psychic abilities here with this group. 6 of Swords. No, guys, not at all here. Any psychic abilities, but you love to travel locally. Let's ask about your planetary. Let's ask about your planetary mission here. High Priestess. Again, guys, you should become either priest in your past life and servant of occult, but you didn't. You stopped at the level when, yeah, you helped with funerals, You help to grieve, you help to organize, to settle things, maybe to read curtain scenes. But somehow I'm not seeing you being a priest at funerals. Why so? Why I'm not seeing you being a priest? Let me clarify this. But you was like step away from either becoming a priest. You was very close to fulfilling your planetary mission. But you never stopped. Never made this step. Look, she's wearing a cross. Yeah, priest, definitely. It's like assistant of a priest your entire life. Trees. You wasn't 100% sure that you want to spend your entire life serving Lord. Maybe there was this wolves of celibate, or how this spoke this, and you wasn't sure. You wanted to continue with family tree. You wanted maybe to get married and have kids, but your task was to serve Lord here, to become a priest. Your planetary mission was somehow. Let's ask about your obligations towards your family, in front of your family, for them giving your body, physical body, what you promised, which vows you have. Page of Wands. To fight for what you truly believe. But I'm not getting this vibe of a fighter from you in a past life. Was more person in the shade who was supporting someone, like relative, in this fight, but you never actually fight. Okay, let's ask about your regrets in past life. 3 of Swords, again, broken heart. Maybe you was pushed onto the spiritual path by broken heart, by betrayal of person you really truly loved, and that was your choice, and you knew that you're not 100% committed to your choice. It's not coming from your heart 100%, your choice to be a person very close to High Priest. You knew this, so you constantly was holding yourself back from this final step of becoming a priest, because you knew that your decision to go into this caused not by your true belief or true calling, but by broken heart. You was searching for refugee, you was searching for different ways to heal your own heart, and you had a hope that you're gonna have this family tree with someone else. You hold to this hope till the last, and till the last you was pulling yourself from making this step and committing 100%, committing your to serving Lord here. Okay, let's ask about tragedies of your past life incarnation, if any. Let's ask about tragedies here, guys. Here we go with Wheel of Fortune. Again, I'm getting no tragedies. It's like you was incredibly fortunate person. But why? Why then you didn't met love? Why you stuck somewhere in between? Like, let me put two more cards here. Knight of Wands and the Emperor. This is again passionately dedicating yourself to something, to highest goal, to highest mission, and this is about creating a family with someone. You're stuck in between. I'm sensing from this very mixed desires. Like you wanted to sit at both chairs same time. And that's why, at times, if you set your mind for one or other goal, then you can grab it, you can have it. Instead, you was like this donkey between one pile of hay and another one pile of grass, some sort of this energy, and constantly moving your head here, there, not able to make a choice. And that's why, of course, if you're not able to make a choice, even though you're incredibly lucky, but your angel's not seeing where to send help. Please make sure you're not repeating same mistake in this lifetime, trying to chase 2 rabbits at same time. Make sure, because you tend to do this, and when you're doing this, then your good luck turns back on you. That's it. Okay guys, let me know in the comments how do you feel about your reading, and don't forget to hit subscribe button, notification bell, and make sure you check all my playlists here, a lot of interesting things. Okay, we move into the last but not least, the curse. And here we go again with entire list of questions. Let's ask first of all about country where you was incarnated, past life. Your country. Here we go with 4 of Pentacles, very, very poor country. And like very closed country, not easy to get there. I mean, like, look at all these chains, like country of slaves. Yeah, some sort of country of slaves here, guys. Unfortunately, you can go and Google which countries were considered as countries of slaves in the past. Karmic relationship. So far we are getting an interesting topic here. Anyway, let's ask about your profession. Warrior, Knight of Swords. You was in army, guys. You was in army, or you know, fighting. Like you was a fighter, soldier. And here we got a soldier at this picture with a woman. Okay, you was a soldier. Let's ask about best and worst traits of your character. Best, Moon, very intuitive. I might say even having some psychic abilities here. Very intuitive. And person who trusted their guts. And your intuition never failed you in your past life. Okay, here we go. Your worst character trait, 7 of Pentacles. Constantly pulling cat on its tail, let's say, constantly. Like delay, huge delay in making decisions. You are a person who not in response for their own life. You rather prefer to wait when it's gonna be solved in a magical way, or gonna solve itself, or when problem gonna solve itself. And in this lifetime you might inherited same attitude towards your problem. You never you know, you're not a person who solving their problems. You just waiting when the problem dissolve as a salt in the water. But not all problems can do this. But in this lifetime you sort of following same script. Anyway, let's ask about family now. We already got some karmic relationship hint. The Empress. You had a woman whom you adored, but I am getting like a big difference in a status, in a social status. She was in higher status than you. Okay. Let's ask about, I'm not seeing a family here. I'm seeing a woman, presence of woman in your life with whom you wanted this family. but because she was richer social circle, you know, inaccessible, I'm getting. Okay, let's ask now how famous she was. Nine of Pentacles. He was really professional, quite successful, well paid in whatever he was doing. But I'm not, that's not being famous poet or someone vibe, okay? Or scientist, or no, just ordinary. Okay, let's ask about geography of your travels. Two of Cups. Again, I'm getting some sort of distance between you and this woman, as she lived in capital and you served somewhere at Caucasus, for example. And whenever you had chance, you was trying to get to the capital just to see the object of your admiration. So your entire travels, trips between the place of your service and to the capital where your beloved woman lived at. Okay, let's ask next question. How much you was involved in political life here? Queen of Swords, as I said, Knight of Swords. You was in army, definitely. Army was involved in politics, and nowadays even a huge part of politics is an army. Yeah, you was involved. You might even the end of your life, closer to the end of your life, you might even obtain a high position like general or some sort of this lieutenant from just common soldier. And here we go with any esoteric psychic abilities here. Three of Cups. No, actually no. No, not much. Just deep sense of intuition here. But nothing extraordinary. Let's ask now about your planetary mission here. Your planetary mission here. Six of Cups. Getting your planetary mission. Again, see, this is a kid. He's smaller than a girl, but he is handing his cup to her. And your mission was to make this step towards woman you adore who was higher than you in eyes of society. Your mission was confess your feelings, to make this union possible. You know how it started as these unequal unions. If you go through history and read about countess or duchess marrying just common soldier or person who is not lord or so on, or other titles, you know. How is everything started? That was your mission, to make such marriages possible for people. But you was holding yourself a lot. I'm not seeing you creating family with this woman whom you adored, okay? Okay, now let's ask about karmic obligations in front of your family for them giving your body in past life, and it might influence present life as well. Queen of Wands, again, being passionate, acting towards your dreams. Making this step towards your woman. Regrets of your past life. Let's ask about regrets. What you regretted the most in your past life? Temperance. Yeah, you regret so much that you respected this social balance, let's say, how it was back at that times. And you regretting just living this ordinary life without being in union, guys, because this is a union. And again, this is a union of two different cups. In one hand she is holding, you can see she is holding a golden cup here and another silver cup. Of course they're not equal in value, and golden cup is expensive than a silver cup, but still they're merging here. You see, they're merging in a union. You're afraid and you regret that you wasn't able to make it real. Okay, tragedy of your past incarnation, if any. We got Four of Swords again. This is doing nothing, purely doing nothing. Four of Swords, laying in this coffin, ready to die, constantly in depression, that because of social norms you can propose to a woman of your dreams because she's higher than you in this social hierarchy. So like wasting your life, sleeping your entire life, not feeling happiness, being constantly depressed, maybe even writing some sad poetry about this which you never show to anyone. Okay guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments below, how do you feel, or how do you sense any echoing from your past life, because situationship from our past lives, they tend to repeat themselves in our present life. So I will be really grateful if you drop a comment or what resonated with you, and check my other playlists, they're quite interesting as well. See you guys, bye bye.